Orlana opens up not just about her past relationship with Jordan, but her past suicide attempt. Pete and Anna decide to split up over Anna's sister Katrina. I go to dinner with Jen. I give you some Maserati Pro Tips on how to look fresh. And oh, by the way, Pete and Jen hook up. All that and more coming in this week's recap. In this week's episode, we had some really funny parts and we had some really serious parts. Orlana opened up about her past, not just with Jordan, but about her suicide attempt. I'm very proud that she was able to open up and speak on the topic, and she was able to overcome that part of her life. To get into a little bit about Jordan and Orlana's past relationship, they sat down and had some lunch together. They talked about how their friendship pretty much got ruined over Snapchat, over a guy. Orlana was talking to one guy and Jordan saw him out at a party one night and they were taking Snapchats and Orlana just didn't like what she saw. It's silly to see that such good friends are going to break up over a silly little argument. It was more to it than just that one Snapchat. Later in the episode we go to the park with Pete and Anna and we see Pete sit down with Anna and speak about their little fling that they got going on. Anna pretty much tells Peter it's over and their fling is done. It's pretty much because of Anna's sister Katrina. Katrina is just not a fan of Peter and doesn't like the fact that Anna is already hooking up with somebody in the house. Alright guys, so the moment you've all been waiting for, me and Jen go to dinner. Jen opens up by saying that she just needs some closure about our past relationship. I think she deserves it. You know, she says that I iced her out and I completely blocked her on everything, and I did. I blocked her on all social media. I blocked her phone number. When we were dating, I was 19 years old. I wasn't ready for a serious relationship. I didn't really understand the whole meaning of I love you and I'll always be there for you, and you know, those key words that you always want to hear from a significant other. I said it without really thinking what type of impact they would have on her. As it came towards the end of the relationship, I was ready to go. I was ready to break up. I was ready to be single and, you know, live life for myself. And I tried telling her that, and she just didn't seem to get it and kept pushing the subject, saying, how can you tell me you love me and then leave? Which she's right. I shouldn't have said those words, but I needed to do what was best for me. The best thing for me was for me to be single at that point in my life. She just didn't get it. She didn't want to accept it. So that's what led me to blocking her on all social media, blocking her phone number, and completely icing her out. Was that the right thing to do? No, but that's what I needed to do to move on. Alright guys, I'm going to give you guys a Maserati Pro Tip. Whenever leaving the house, make sure you're on point. Make sure you're 100%. Make sure your hair is done. Make sure you got a fresh outfit on. Make sure you don't got any stains on your shirt. Nobody wants to see stains on your shirt. Make sure your shoes are clean, so take the time out of your day. Clean your shoes. Pick out a fresh outfit. Get to the barber and get a fresh line. That's your Maserati Pro Tip. As we get to the end of the episode, we see Pete and Jen start flirting with each other. We see them sitting on a couch hanging out. Pete starts kissing up on Jen's cheek, and all of a sudden, bam, they start making out. Jen came into the house with a boyfriend and, you know, really is trying to make things work, but she is hooking up with Peter in the house, so that would mean she's cheating on Travis. Kind of just putting this all together myself. So Jen had a boyfriend at home. Jen came into the house and hooked up with Peter after Peter was done hooking up with Anna. So now they're together. You know, I'm confused myself. I really don't know what's going on, so I think I gotta write this out for everybody. I'm gonna go over to the big board. Class is in session. We're gonna start out on the big rock. This is where the bad blood all met for the first time and found out that they are going to the real world house. This is Jen. This is Peter. Peter asked every girl when they got on the big rock if they were single. Jen replied and said, no, I have a boyfriend back at home. They get in the RV. This is my RV. There's some clouds over the top because they're the bad blood, so obviously they have a cloud over the top of them. Pete and Anna hook up in the RV. They get to the house, my house, where, you know, the OGs live. And we find out that Pete and Anna are hooking up together. So they're hooking up, they're sleeping in each other's beds. We go to the park. We see Anna and Peter. Anna tells Peter it's over because of Katrina. Katrina broke them two up because she's just not happy that Anna was happy. That's a whole nother story. So now, we're going to go over here. Pete and Jen. This is Jen right here. Jen. That's Jen and that's Pete. So, you know, you see them in the confessional flirting. Then you see them on the couch. And Peter went over there and started kissing Jen on the cheek and on the neck. And then, bam, that happened. The kiss. The kiss that shook up the world. I don't know about the world, but shook up Travis's life. Jen kept saying, I want to make things work with Travis. I miss Travis. Calling Travis, making things work with him. And then she kissed Peter. So now, where does this leave sad Travis? He's over in Hoboken, because Jen tells us that she lives in Hoboken, about 32,000 tons. So now, where does this leave Travis? Where does this leave Pete? Where does this leave Anna? Where does this leave Katrina? Where does this leave Jen? Is this now a thing? Are Pete and Jen going to hook up for the rest of the season? Are they going to battle with Anna and Katrina? Is there going to be fights? But what about Travis? What about Travis? I don't know. I give up. Alright guys, so I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Ask any questions you want, and I'll make sure I answer them.